Okay, welcome. We're just looking at a youth team. I think the big decision really for us is if we are going to add this striker position to Dermot Leddy. I think the fact that he's getting this extra 4 finishing, I guess we are. So let's add the position. Let's add the striker. I'll just double check that it's definitely him. Yeah, he's got the lower long shots. It's not great, but let's just do it. So he's got the striker position because it's like a bit pointless him being about if he doesn't have it. One useful note here that if we were going to let our AI play the matches, our assistant manager, that we probably should swap Leddy with Alpassian like this on the bench order, because what basically happens is if a player in the starting team gets tired, like below 80% in the second half, the assistant manager will automatically make a sub. They'll sub the player off for the highest, like the first sub on the bench that plays the same position. So for example, if it was like we originally had it, if one of the DCs got below 80% in the second half, it would sub for the first DC on the bench that first sub on the bench that plays DC, so it'd be Leddy, but we wouldn't want it to be Leddy, we would want it to be Alpassian because to play DC. And then, so if we put it this way, then he would be first. And then, for example, if one of the strikers falls below 80, it would find the highest striker on the bench, and that would be him anyway, because it's the last one. So, yeah, if we're going to let the assistant manager play him, we'd put him that way around. But we'll leave him this way around, just because I guess, order-wise, we put, I guess, typically the most attacking players highest up and the most defensive ones, typically. So, yeah, I think this is... what else? Did we pick up this guy as well? Is that right? Santos... And I think we were saying that he's better than this guy, probably. I think that was the idea when we bought him anyway, so let's just do it now. And then I guess we don't need 2 MCs on the bench. I don't know, I guess he can be here anyway, like this. I guess. Right, so let's go for it, shall we? Let's play these couple youth matches. Alright, let's just see if we get the 2 wins. Alright, how goes this team? Youth competitions. Mason Villa. Alright, they got 2 losses, so not particularly scary. Kind of feel like I probably should have just double checked the team and I didn't really do that, but oh well, play the match now, I guess. And there's also a separate interesting question whether Leddy should be starting instead of Gutierrez as well, because he's quite like he's 7 points higher. I guess we'll review that after this match now, like an overall rating of 7 higher, so that's quite a big difference. It doesn't necessarily mean that the other guy should be starting, by the way. It's just, like I said, it's quite a big difference. No, those wing backs picked up a couple of interceptions each, an interception each there to keep the pressure on. I feel like we're keeping the ball in our attacking area, which is good. Just alleviate all of the defensive pressure off of our team. Yeah, it's a great through ball. I think that was our attacking midfielder, MLC. I think he's got really good long shots, but his finishing and that isn't particularly good, so... That was his long shots. Same player there. I'm okay so far. Chance flow is pretty decent. Gosh, is that the MLC again? Oh no, it's the striker this time. Oh, that was really good. That was really, really good. And this very much separates like this type of performance from the senior matches that we just played, where like having a goal just matters basically. It just matters a lot. Now it's like, because we do have the goal, it's like as long as we don't, the quality of the chances doesn't matter so much anymore. All that really matters now is that we're controlling the match. And yeah, part of that is including the generation of chances, but at the end of the day, if that's the chance, we kind of don't mind. Like, the focus now is just not conceding effectively. And again, one of the best ways to do that is by just always attacking, but it's quite different. It is. It's just how much easier winning a match is if you happen to score that early goal. I think it really can't be understated how big a deal that is, and especially if you get two. Like, now it's really just like, it's kind of won, like, pretty much. Very easy from this point. Don't even have to worry about injuries or anything like that, so it's much easier in the youth, really. Quite interesting. I mean, I think when we checked, they'd lost. This was a weaker team. I think they'd lost both of their first matches as well, so we'll just have to bear that in mind. Not get too ahead of ourselves yet, but this match just felt very easy. Very much feels over. 12 shots, half-time 12 shots, 77% territory. That's a crazy number. Very easy game. Gosh, the territory's even gone up from 77 to 78. Crazy. Yeah, doesn't need to be an hour and a half very long to pull that back. Yeah, about 2 seconds. It's already back to 77. We're already back to 7. Man, that it changes very fast. Well, of course it does. When we had so much. So that was a great chance by them. I think that's worth just taking note. Yes, they've only had one shot, but it was a very, very good chance. So just bear that in mind. Again, I'm not going to panic to change anything much. As long as things are sort of just revert to us completely controlling the flow of everything, I'm kind of okay. Oof. Right, we got it, and oh, it's another great ball. It's pretty interesting though, like, there is a lot of similarities between this and the other games, by the way. Like, other than the 2 early goals, there is a similarity that we just sort of had a lot of chances and haven't scored since. I mean, hopefully he scores this. Okay, he does. So yeah, now, and then I would just say, like, 99 plus times out of 100 we just win the match from this point. So if it is a senior match and you have injuries and stuff, you definitely want to think about doing the subs to make sure that your key players don't get injured. But for the youth, that doesn't even matter. So for the youth, what matters more is about who's going to get the training points and stuff, and mostly the players we care about are kind of starting. There are a few though, like on the bench. I think Letty, Alpassian in particular, like, we're happy for them to play. In fact, we might just do the sub now so we can get them on. Not sure who exactly they should be for, but I guess Aminu for Alpassian, and I guess he can come off. I'm not even sure who we care about too much. I guess Maklos. And then probably the last sub is just going to be Letty for Gutierrez. I mean, it probably should be Letty starting, if I had to guess. I don't really know. Maybe, maybe not. Oh no, wrong player. Letty versus... Yeah, it's not clear, to be honest. Anyway, he did score. He's still on 95% condition. He's got a 9, so doesn't really need to be rested. Another great chance. Yeah, and that's effectively GG. We can keep an eye on, like, Letty, for example. We should probably be watching him a bit more closely, because I think the question is, like, there is a question over whether he should be starting or the other striker, Gutierrez. Because, like I said, he does, what was it, 7 overall more, which is significant, but I'm not sure that's better necessarily in our case. do have the poacher role, so there is just a series of specific attributes that probably matter more. But yeah, I don't know, it's close. I mean, the biggest differences are probably the really low versus really high long shots, and the fact that Letty is just more. He's got he's got bad long shots. The other guy's got great long shots, and then also Letty is a bit faster, and he's just generally way better, well-rounded. So. So I guess we can just, we can request the match. I think we can answer this question reasonably easily. So it's a poacher. Oh, he's got really good control. Movement is okay. High strength, aerial ability, whatever. He's pretty good. And then the other guy, wrong guy. Wasn't expecting to find the match that fast. And then this guy. Yeah, he's got really good control, better movement. I think this guy's just a better poacher, is what it comes down to. Every other role is probably the other guy, but poacher specifically is probably this guy. And we are running a poacher as the role, so I suppose it's this guy. It's okay though, it doesn't matter too much. Like, the main thing is for us is just remember to sub the other guy on every single match, pretty much. No, I didn't check how good this team is. I could do it now. Youth overall. So these guys have won both their first games, so it's totally different. We went from playing a team that lost their first two to a team that's won their first two. Well, they score off their first attack, so it's actually been a while since that's happened against us, so it makes it an interesting match to try and win. Oh no, who was that? AMC. That was a great chance. Very, very good chance. Good cutback by them. That's just, I don't care what happens there. That's just not ideal at all. It's very dangerous. It's definitely worth taking note of. I'd say so far, like, they've had two great chances. We've had one. That shot I'm not too bothered about. Happy for them to take lots of those shots. That's a great chance. So it's two great chances each. Three great chances to us. 4 great chances. 5 great chances. I guess it depends how you measure these, right? Because, like, arguably, those 3 shots that led to the goal were all the same chance, right? So you could argue that, for example, easily argue that, quite frankly. So you could argue that it's 3 great chances for them, 2 for them, 3 for us, sorry, and it's 1-1. So it's one of those things that can be a bit misleading, because it's like, now we look at the stats and we're like, oh, we had 6, they had 4, right? But in reality, like, it's kind of very close, I would say. It just so happens that, you know, we just happen to have a sequence where we had 3 chances in it as part of one attacking sequence, which distorts the stats here. Basically, what I'm trying to say is we're not getting too ahead of ourselves at all here, because I think it's a very balanced match. We're doing okay though, like, I'd say, and we do have to bear in mind that they have won both of their matches. It's hard because we don't know exactly how we stand up against the opposition. Alright, well, here we are, saying that the match is pretty balanced. I feel that is genuine. At half time, and I feel like we just keep rolling. I feel like one of the unfortunate things about our youth setup is that there is very limited things that we can do tactically to be more attacking. There's lots of things that we can do to be more defensive, but not a lot. I mean, one of the big things really, I guess, is we can sub the striker to not have a poacher. That's probably one thing we could try. I guess we will, because there isn't a lot we can do, to be honest, so let's do that. So the thinking behind that is it just hopefully creates a little bit less one-dimensional sort of attack. At the moment it feels a bit like it's all just needing to channel through Supic, which isn't bad, and again it's channeling through him because he is the player ultimately. If you want that, you want to be in that situation because of that reason, because he scores. But yeah. So now it's a bit of a weird one because it's like, well, whatever, the sub's done, and you know, who knows? Possibly it can have led to that. That change led to that, but I think just all the cause and effect and so on. I think the fact that the other guy is now a striker, he's looking to get the ball a bit more, possibly drags one of the markers a bit, creates a little bit of space. That's the thing, a lot of these things, you're talking about very fine margins on the whole, I would say. So just every change matters. Every bit counts. But I don't think we would now make the change that we made if we were already winning 2-1. We would have left the other guy out there and went with it. It's definitely a change in mind that it's just we need to score, so let's just do what little bit we can to hopefully help with that. Hopefully it did. Now our right back has got the knock, but I don't think there's anything much we can do about that, quite frankly. And I don't even know if we actually want him to not be a wing-back anymore, because in a way we actually want him out of the way to not be making the tackles. So, yeah. We are very much controlling the match, so I'm a little bit loath to... Let's just bring this guy on. I'm a little bit loath to shake things up, to be honest, because we have been pretty stable defensively this half. They haven't really done anything much, so... It's not good. It's down the side where the guy's out of condition. He wins the tackle, but it goes out for a corner. This is not the ideal finish, by the way, because if they score here, you know, we've got very limited scope to do anything about it. But luckily, our keeper deals with it. I think it's just time to hit the sub because we just want to make our last tactical change. If we get if it lets us. Okay, hopefully we get it here. We'll make the change. I think it's just a menu for... Ooh, are we going to get there? Nope. Okay, so we made a change, we won. We came from a goal down, they scored right at the start, so yeah, it was a pretty interesting match. It was a good win, so alright, cheers, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you for the next matches.